とってもいいことだと思うわ。それは繰り返す破壊と再生、崩壊と創造の神話。祈り満ちる苦音の世界に最後の神は君臨し続ける。フェイト、グランドオーダー、コスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト、創世滅亡輪廻、ユガクシェートラ、好評配信中。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. If you weren't here on my Patreon, you might have missed that I did get the butler costume for Bedivere. So hey, that's a thing. Will we use him? Probably not. But that's okay. So, let's continue on with the story. Those who laughed during the end of the Yuga. This looks... We're gonna need to get out of here pretty soon, I think. We gotta zip zoom before it restarts. Because, we don't want to be left behind during the Yuga changeover. Svatiman, of all the times for him to show up. Indeed, I was just about to remind you. I assume none of you have forgotten what day it is. Saturday! And Saturdays are made for dads. And Kali Yuga. Today is the Kali Yuga, when the entire world is unmade and recreated. If we are to safely avoid its effects, I might suggest you begin your retreat toward the border. Alacrity would be advisable. Sorry, let me break out my dang dictionary. What the frick is alacrity?
Alacrity.
Alacrity. Brisk and cheerful readiness. Thanks for teaching me a new word. Can't you see what we're dealing with here, Detective? We can't possibly turn our backs on this opponent. Damn it, it's just been one thing after another. Oh, I almost forgot. What are you doing here, Asha? Where's your dad? He hurt his leg and he's at the healers right now. Gotcha. That sounds serious, but right now, you've got to get out of here and hide, Asha. Okay. Svatiman is bound to come after us after we try to run away. Since he destroyed the giant Kali, the townspeople should be able to look after themselves. So I think the best thing we could do now is try to make a break for it. There are two problems with that idea. First, Svatiman is a powerful servant. With all of us so exhausted, merely escaping him isn't going to be easy. If we're not careful, he'll end up mowing us down the moment we turn our backs on him. And second, I'd really like to finish Taloff while we have the chance. We need to eliminate him if we're going to defeat Arjuna, and we may never get another chance like this again. Yeah, but what about, our lives? Shouldn't surviving be our first priority? I mean, even if we do manage to take him down, what's the point if we all end up dead because we failed to get away? I know, but damn it. Whoa! My man dropped on a tomato. Just what we needed. You awake now? Good. You can help me take care of these guys. Especially since you were supposed to... What the... Oh? Nope. Just can't seem to remember anything from my old life. But I do remember there was something from it I was forced to forget. That's right. I know there was something real important to me. Something I don't have anymore. And I know you and that god were the ones who took it. Are they falling out with each other? No, wait, it looks like William Tell was never a complete Lokapala to begin with. At any rate, now's our chance to run for it. Let's get out of here. Okay, everyone, but keep an eye out in case anyone comes after us. Sound of several feet. What? Hey, get back here, damn it! Oh, now I am really pissed off. You're gonna pay for that, old man. He's gone too. Guess he must use Vayu's power to make an escape. I doubt it'll last long with those wounds if he pushed himself too hard, but still, damn it! Well, if I can only go after one of him, might as well stick to the ones I can see. Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna have to do one more fight. Svatiman is coming after us. I was afraid this might happen. Keep running. I'll hold him off at the rear. I know about his amazing regenerative abilities. They practically make him immortal. I may not be able to defeat him now, but I would at least like to stop him from coming after us. Of course, since he'll recover from most damage as soon as we inflict it on him, I'll probably have to cut off both his legs to do even that. Damn it, that's just as much work as defeating him, especially while trying to make an escape at the same time. Huh? What? Of all the stupid times. Damn it. That damn conceptual arrow must have triggered it. Now he's writhing around on the ground and sweating like a pig. What's going on? It looks like he's in pain. Don't think. Just run. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not about to look this particular gift horse in the mouth. Let's get out of here while we can. Damn it. Now I'm really pissed off. How can one man be so angry? Now that they know about me, I'm sure the false god won't hesitate to erase me with everything else he doesn't want in the world. You're certain that I can avoid the cataclysm as long as I'm on board your ship, yes? Absolutely. Speaking of which, it looks like Arjuna started to charge up his noble phantasm right on schedule. My man just popping that spirit ball, huh? Confirming our distance from Arjuna now. Oh, good. We should be safe here. The one thing we must avoid at all costs is a direct attack on the border. We can't escape to void space without a vehicle capable of a zero sail after all. We're only a few hundred meters away from the rendezvous. It looks like we won't have any trouble reaching it in time. I can hear the border's engine now. Ah, home sweet home. Now don't start that. This is not your home, damn it. Okay, there was just a piece of art for Fate Grand Order's Korean 4th anniversary, and they drew like all the main sort of cast all together, and they drew Gordy there, and Gordy looks so handsome. I can't believe how handsome they made him look. He looks thin and svelte and cool, and I'm like, wow, what a Chad. Like, I love Gordy, but dang, that art really did him good. All that aside, I still kind of wonder why Svadaman stopped chasing us. I don't think he stopped so much as he... Good. I've got a visual on your position. We'll get ready for the zero sail as soon as we rendezvous. Wait, hold up. Hold everything. What's going on? What is it, Munier? If this is about taking a bathroom break, you should have thought about that before we left. What? No, there's a servant right next to the rendezvous point. What? Did one of them come after us? Oh, this is terrible. What if they attack the border? No, we need not worry about that. Based on these readings I'm seeing, the answer is plain to see. They're wounded. The servant has clearly been so gravely injured that they are no longer able to move. Furthermore... Furthermore? It is a servant we're all familiar with, Director Grodolf, though we are decidedly not on friendly terms, unfortunately. Tanner and his team should be coming up here shortly. Her? For the moment, I suggest we wait to see what happens. Who? Perhaps then we'll be able to determine what brought her here. Koyanskaya? Oh, take me to the Void Sea! Oh my god, that's amazing. Holy crap. What? That's amazing. Oh my god. Yo, okay. Alright. Okay. Smoky Wasteland, no battles again, huh? Dang, we're going big story. Oh, the Emperor who embodied all of humanity was one thing, but I can destroy a mere warrior like you with just a few bites. You bite me, mommy, what? Alas, my lovely bark turned out to be worse than my bite. Now I see what they mean when they say the brightest stars burn out the quickest. And that locally sourced Lokapala is on a whole different level. He must be the most powerful servant in this Lostbelt, excepting Arjuna. And if that weren't enough, he even had some powerful holy sutras equipped, no doubt thanks to that damn monk. I can't even break out my other tails here in this India. That would put me too close to my original for comfort. Oh, okay. Right, because she is one of the broken off Tamamos, right? Yeah. My goal is to become an entirely new nine-tailed beast after all. I refuse to be part of obsolete folklore. Oh, so they broke off and I guess each of them are trying to... Okay. Okay, alright. The Tamamo 9 can reclaim them from getting stronger. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know about that. Oh well, at least I was able to punch that angry meathead's stupid front teeth down his stupid throat before I made my escape. Ah, that felt good. I'll have to worry about now. Do we get her on our side? Is that God's monstrous power? Now that I've been marked as an undesirable, I can't afford to get caught in it, and try as I might to leave. It just isn't those damn sutras holding me back. If only I hadn't taken that side trip to South America. At any rate, it looks like I won't be able to manifest in any other region till I can get rid of this virtue. In which case... well, any port in a storm. Like I always say, this world is all about give and take. If I have to hitch a ride to avoid getting wiped out of existence, then so be it. Oh, I was like, what the frick was that noise? It's that. That's adorable. I love her so much. That is the best. I love it so much. I believe she's attempting to hitchhike.
What in the world is that witch thinking?
Unfortunately, she's too close to the rendezvous for us to go around her without losing a lot of time. But of course, there's no telling what she might do if we stay on track and end up running into her. What should we do? She looks like she's been through a lot.
Whoa. You better not be thinking what I think you're thinking, Tanner. I know she helped us out a little in China, but that hardly makes us allies, not by a long shot. Besides, let's not forget that it was completely, entirely, 100% her fault that we were poisoned in the first place.
I know, but I still want to help her, because hopefully she joins my team one day.
There, you see. Even little furball knows we can't trust her.
Come on, we need to make a choice here. That's fine if you want to ignore her, but you should know she's charging up some weird kind of magical energy. She's holding both hands up and forming some kind of glowing ball of energy above her head. Woo! Woo! And just look at that smile. I can almost hear her saying, "If you don't come get me, I'm going to use all my remaining power to blow myself up and take all of you out with me." Meteor, I recommend making a detour. We should pick up Tanner's group at least 10 kilometers away from her. I told you, we don't have time for that. Besides, they're really going as fast as they can. Like they say, in for a penny, in for a pound.
All right. I'll consider this distress signal and allow it just this once. She may be one of our most contemptible enemies, but abandoning someone asking for help will just lead to more headaches down the road.
Yeah, pretty much. Besides, you let me on board when I was in trouble. You might as well do the same for Koyanskaya. Also, those injuries of hers, it looks to me like she had a falling out with one of our other enemies. I had a feeling that was going to happen sooner or later. If that's true, that would mean she's become a target for Arjuna's noble phantasm. It would certainly explain why she's looking to the border of all places for refuge. Bringing her on board does pose a risk, but we also know she's been weakened. If she attempts anything untoward, we will not be defenseless. Furthermore, we may be able to gain new and valuable information from her, or even have her fight with us again for a time.
True, but I want her to exercise the utmost caution. That Minx's devilish charms were powerful enough to deceive even a first-class dandy like myself. If we're going to let her on board, we should put a bag over her head or something just to be safe.
It's like he has a problem with X's. Jeez, it's literally what it feels like. I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about that. We all know real well what sort of person she is by now.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one I'm worried about the most, Carapaccio.
I can tell from the beta male look on your face that, oh my god, holy crap, you are destroying him.
I can tell from the beta male look on your face that practically screams, 2D girlfriends are all I need, and you'd be powerless against her charms.
Holy crap. That's too far, dude. You're worried about me? What are you, my mom? Gordy and Meteor are the best. Gordy and Meteor are my favorite. Are you quite sure you'll be alright? I need a screen cap of this. Holy crap. Okay, no, we need one more. Positive. No, we need one more.
Well, I'll write that.
This is amazing. I need a screen cap of this. Holy shit. Holy shit. The fact that it called him out so hard.
Still, I'm going to give myself a few good dabs of this cologne just in case.
In case of what exactly?
All right, go ahead and do a full throttle drift to the spot between Tann and Koyanskaya. We'll depart once again as soon as we've taken all necessary precautions.
Holy crap. I need to post this. Oh, good, you stopped. This means you're letting me on? You're gonna tell us all about what's going on, okay? But of course, I would never expect a free ride, heart. Oh, my little foo, you really do have it out for me, don't you? Oh, I'm so scared. Anyway, let's get going, shall we? Or is the plan to put me in some BDSM gear before we get moving? Perhaps one of you is giddy at the thought of an opportunity to do so all sorts of naughty things he missed his chance for in China.
I was thinking nothing of the sort. The only thing I'm hopeful for at the moment is the suspension bridge effect.
Suspension bridge effect. The what? The suspension bridge effect happens when a person crosses a suspension bridge and he sees someone of the opposite sex. His fear of falling down causes his heart to pound. He then mistakes the heart pounding felt right when falling in love for the opposite sex. In short, when the other party is in a state of fright and he sees you, he will fall in love. Psychologically, it would work, but probably not in practice. I've never heard of this. It's also known as the misattribution of arousal. What the frick? What the frick? What? Okay. At the moment, I would prefer you get on the border post-haste so we can begin our zero sale preparations. I tried to ensure we would have time to spare, but I have a bad feeling about what's coming. Do try to hurry. This is such an interesting Lostbelt for the characters that are joining our side. How unexpectedly thrilling. Perhaps you were simply unaware, my dear Chaldeans. Oh my, this will never do. Surely you know better than that by now, no? It almost looks like he's going one-winged angel with this in the background. This world gets leaner and leaner as more excess is shaved off with each Yuga cycle. That, of course, means it requires a bit less energy to destroy it as the cycles go on. So if you were expecting it to take as long as it did before, why, you just might find yourselves running a little short on time. Go on, God. Let us proceed with the next culling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We didn't account for that. Oh. Dang. Huh? Really? I see. So you want me to help run this world so you don't have to bother yourself with trivial matters, huh? And by running this world, you also mean taking care of people less than inclined to cooperate? Well, I hate to tell you this after you went and summoned me, but I'm not the man for the job. My arrows are meant for shooting apples off my son's head and for shooting that scumbag Vogt through the heart. I'll never use them to shoot children, so guess that's that, sorry. What will you do now? If that is his reason for refusing to obey me, then those thoughts are unnecessary. There is something inside him that should not be there. Indeed, indeed, I couldn't agree more. But as luck would have it, the next Yuga cycle is almost upon us. All you need to do is remove that defect from him and he will have no choice but to serve you faithfully. Oh, they literally removed that part of him. Oh, interesting. I thought I was only going along with you guys as a hunter for hire. And as the guy being hired, I expect you to pay me for my help. Nobody ever told me I would be the one paying you such a heavy price. Consider our contract null and void. Abfelscheißen! You fool, your idiocy knows no bounds. What can a half-dead archer's arrow hope to do against a god? I hear a voice from a long time ago, one of the records that remains in this shadow's head. A voice dripping with oppressive authority, intolerant of the slightest defiance. I'm told you have some skill with a crossbow, and go ahead and make this shot. If you succeed, I will overlook your transgressions. A mess of emotions, reluctance, doubt, fear. Each raged within me at those words, but still I took the shot. I shot an apple off my son's head, but because I had no other choice. That was my profession, after all. I made a life out of only ever hitting what I aimed at. but I never thought of myself as the god of marksmanship. Besides, even gods are known to miss sometimes, and a hunter always has to consider what will happen if they miss their shot. Because the fact is, the moment their arrow misses, there will be another target that absolutely needs to be hit. So I had another arrow ready to go inside my jacket. If my first arrow failed to pierce the apple, if both my son's world and mine had ended up with that shot, I would at least make sure the beast so needed killing would die with us. Rad! Thankfully, I didn't need to use my second arrow on that day. But even so, I had every confidence in the world. If my first arrow had missed, or rather, if the arrow that absolutely needed to hit its target didn't, the fact that there would then be another target that needed to be hit meant that my second arrow would be sure to find its mark. What, did it hit? I always make sure to hit the targets I can't afford to miss, like the apple on my son's head. So people told me that if you miss, if the opponent is evading, not only does it guarantee the hit with his Noble Phantasm, it does more damage if the opponent tried to evade. That's rad. But of course, I also had another arrow ready to go, just in case I miss. That second arrow is my true Noble Phantasm. Oh! It doesn't care if my Schweitscheisen's target is an evil vote or a god. It'll still find its mark. There are some shots you can only make after you've already missed. Now I see. Your Noble Phantasm interferes with causality. It's a shadow arrow that's guaranteed to hit if the arrow before it misses. And on top of that, you infuse it with all of Valu's divine power to make doubly sure it hits its target. Yo, those eyes! Though, of course, it's still not nearly enough to as much as scratch him. If this good-for-nothing hunter managed to get God's attention, even for just a few seconds, I'll consider that plenty meaningful in and of itself, knowing that a human's will reached him. After all, a few seconds gotta count for a lot when you're a god remaking the entire world. Surprised? The look on your face is any indication. That wasn't for nothing after all. Well, I'm just that much happier it took the extra effort to rouse those bones for one final shot. Your entire being has become unnecessary. You think I didn't see this coming? I knew how close I am to dying better than anyone. But you know, the wounded quarry is the most dangerous as the end closes in. There's nothing stronger, more dangerous than a cornered animal. I know that better than most. Oh, and one last warning before I go. I told Asclepius this too, but the reason you summoned me last is because you felt a regular old human would be a good match for a god, right? Even if you only realized it subconsciously, that doesn't make it any less true. Hell, maybe that's why the last arrow got through to you. You don't realize what that means? Someone even more desperately cornered than me is gonna end up firing a third arrow. I wonder who that'll end up being. God has cast his gaze downward. You have become unnecessary. Furthermore, did he just doom all humans? God has also seen. These defects are unnecessary, and therefore evil. Is he gonna wipe out all humans? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Begone, evil. You are not needed in the new Yuga, the new world. I will now wield the sword of the god who ends all things. I will cut off the world. From the rift in the world, made by the blade, clear purification will burst forth. Terminus and Genesis will cycle anew. Sword of dissolution, let your blade fall. Mahapralaya. God, it's just so fast. It's just so fast. Don't know about defective, but I can tell that I'm not really me if I can't remember my son. Jeez. Like absolute freaking destruction. Oh, there you are. It's alright. It's okay now. It took me a while, but I finally remembered. Sorry I couldn't be the father you deserved. Dang. Alright, so, oh, come on. Oh, really? You're doing that like that? Frick. That hurts. Bro, you can't do that, bro. Thanks for the Saint Quartz, though. I'll take that. Yo, cool. Cool. The map's gone. That's interesting. That's really cool, actually. I don't think it's ever done that, where it's like, yeah, the map's gone, so goodbye. So, just because I'm going to be real here, my amount of knowledge for him is small. Honestly, let's take a look at William Tell. What do we have for him? Because I don't actually know much about him. I'm gonna be super real. And people keep going like, you don't know about William Tell? I'm like, I'm sorry, I really don't. William Tell, aka Wilhelm Tell, is a character from folklore said to have lived in the canton of Uri during the late 13th to early 14th century. Alright, I thought he was real, but I guess he's folklore. What? Huh? He is best known for the story of having to shoot an apple placed atop his son's head as punishment of his own failure to bow to the Vogue's hat, which had been placed upon a pole. When William Tell is widely known as a character from a play to symbolize people of Switzerland, he's a hero who symbolized the foundation of the country and its rebellion against tyranny. I thought he was super real! Switzerland, lawful good male, he only recently started smoking. Just like his portrayal in the play, I didn't know it was a play. He's a brave man who stands up against tyrants who torture citizens. However, his actions were not intended to address a national or political crisis, but rather were undertaken for personal reasons. He simply acted as he was expected of any hunter, father, and man, which eventually led him becoming just a man. In short, he became a larger-than-life hero. He's a man who wholly embodies the concept of a patriarchal hero, where he poses both the boldness and composure necessary to protect his family. He can be thoughtless one moment or affectionate the next, and he's frightening if angered. The story of William Tell is famous, but the stories after he saved his son are not well known. While Tell was ordered to shoot the apple with a bolt, the evil Vogt Gessler knew that Tell concealed a second bolt other than the one he set in his crossbow. After Tell expertly hit the arrow and saved his son's life, Gessler asked why Tell hit a second bolt. Tell responded, if the first bolt hit something other than the apple, my second bolt was meant to kill you. This enraged Gessler, and he arrested Tell, but Tell managed to escape en route to imprisonment. And so in order to escape from the Vogt's wrath, and to protect his son from the Vogt's revenge and to escape from the Vogt's wrath, Tell did the only thing he could and was expected to do. He ambushed Gessler on horseback and shot a bolt through Gessler's heart. With the tyrant gone, peace was restored to town, and Tell was lauded hero. And through this incident, Switzerland's movement for independence gained even more steam. Very interesting. Brand new info that I've great. Awesome. And of course, like, we all know the William Tell song, right? We've heard it. I'm going to play it because it's not copyright, and I can do that. So I'm going to hit that mute here so that we can then go William Tell Overture, right? So this is Rossini, the William Tell Overture. Okay, you can play. Yeah, I scrolled down. The first comment is, it sounds like horse racing. Yep. Yep. Yeah, like, the most famous song. My question is, was it for the play, or is it just to invoke the idea of William Tell, right? And that's the finale. The William Tell Overture to the opera William Tell. So this is the French language opera version based on the original play William Tell. Okay. All right. Very cool. I'm learning so much today. My brain is giga. Anyways, Return of Paradise, the Queen's identity. Who's going to be the Queen? That's going to be interesting. Huh. The Zeus sail has entered a stable zone. We should finally be safe here, at least for a while. Once again, we escaped by the skin of our teeth. I was hoping to never have to cut it that close again. At least we made it, right? You're as tasteless as a tiger shark. Do you always bring your enemies with you like this? Oh, if it isn't the strange servant I saw in the wandering sea, I didn't know you were here too. As you can see, I'm currently nothing more than a fellow fugitive. As they say, no road is long with good company, and love makes the world go round. What a perfect example of strange bedfellows, or shipmates, if you will. Of course, this is strictly a temporary business arrangement, but I do hope we can all get along for its duration. Likewise. Oh, and not so much as a finger on the instruments, please. If you so much as breathe on them, Mr. Detective there is going to open up a can of baritsu on your ass. Now, I'll thank you not to refer to we detectives as you would a knife. Never mind that my deductions are so sharp, one could cut oneself on them. Even I would need a hot shower if I were to get the blood of so toxic a vixen on me. Dang! Oh my, the office banter is so pointed here, Star! You're not picking a fight with me, are you? Ha 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 ha! I'm getting kind of some chills down my spine. What I want to know is, why is no one pointing out how Koi and Sky's outfit just magically fixed itself?
She even looks good in a traditional Indian outfit. Completely sorry. Is she an angel or a demon after all?
Alright, enough small talk. We have a great deal of questions and precious little time. Let's begin with your present circumstances. Why did you seek refuge aboard the border? Aren't you with the Lostbelt, or rather the foreign god? Well, you know how bands sometimes split up because of creative differences? It's a lot like that. I think Pepperoncino there can attest to it. I never liked this one much to begin with and was planning to wash my hands of him once he'd served his purpose, but he ended up beating me to the punch. He filled Arjuna's ears with all sorts of nonsense about me, and now I'm officially persona non grata in this India. That said, I never had much of an opinion about this Lostbelt to begin with, so I'm not too broken up that I've been exiled from it now. But for the time being, I think I'll stick around a while longer. Let's just say I have my reasons. I thought as much. Thought as much about what, Pepperoncino the traitor? Oh, a swing and a miss. I haven't betrayed anyone, but thanks for playing. My goal as a cryptor is to grow my tree of emptiness, and I certainly haven't abandoned it. I'm not on bad terms with anyone from Team A, and I have no intention of defying the foreign god either. The only ones I don't trust are you alter egos. I mean, how could I? You're all the definition of shady. It's because I have doubts about you three that I shared my information I have with Tanner. I thought I could gain some insight from a different perspective on the situation, though I'm sure Holmesy already deduced as much. Indeed, I was fully aware that you were probing our goals and perspectives. But of course, I allowed it, as I could tell you were doing so from a place of fairness rather than malice. Given the current state of the world, it doesn't take much thought to realize this fatal contradiction. The fact that Miss Koi and Sky is here right now only further serves to reinforce it. While I do feel as though I already have a firm grasp on the answer, I also feel as though it would be improper for me to be the one to explain it. So as one of those directly involved, I would like to ask you about this great mystery we can no longer ignore, Scandinavia, Pepperoncino. Oh, that's sweet. How can you be so kind and handsome, yet also so unpopular? It's because you're inhuman at heart? Alright then, don't mind if I do. Koi and Sky, you can confirm this for me, right? The goals of the cryptors and the foreign god's disciples don't completely line up, do they? Huh? What? Okay. What do you mean? Let me be clear. This world is headed towards oblivion. The way it's being run now, it can't possibly end up at anything halfway decent. Once it's completely purged of evil, we're not going to have a perfect world he's aiming for. We'll be left with a world of total nothingness. It's fair to say that Arjuna has gone completely off the rails. But the bigger problem is that you disciples aren't doing anything to stop him. If anything, that treacherous snake of a man is pushing him to hurry things along. Why? The way things are going now, both his Lostbelt and its Tree of Emptiness will be lost forever, so why aren't you two trying to stop that? Furthermore, given the state we found you in, it seems that there is also every possibility that even you disciples don't share a common goal. Tell us, what exactly are you? Good question. I suppose if it will pay my fare, I'll answer you as far as I'm able to. I do indeed have my own adorable goals I'm working towards. Adorable goals that neither the cryptors nor that shitty monk share. I sincerely doubt there's anything adorable about them. What are they? Well, there's tormenting humans. Oh, and collecting regional monsters, I suppose. It's a hobby of mine, investigating new and unusual creatures. Oh, you're a Pokemon trainer. You're probably good friends with Achilles, aren't you? This Lostbelt has both Kali and Sacred Beasts, so I'm already pretty happy about that. What can you tell us about the other alter ego? I'm afraid that's one I can't answer. It would violate the non-disclosure agreement in the contract I signed with the foreign god. The most I can say is that he and I most certainly do not get along, as you can tell from my presence here. The three alter egos may have different approaches due to different personalities, but share one common goal. All three alter egos want to grow the Tree of Emptiness to completion. I see. Is that true for Father Rasputin too? Of course, but you know what happened in the Russian Lostbelt with its king and Kadok being who they are? Well, despite what you might think, the priest is a genuine saint, complete with the ability to know the future. I guess you could say he can make prophecies. Kodomine with the ability to see the future is quite possibly one of the scariest things I can think of. And apparently he prophesied the Russian Lostbelt was only ever going to end up poorly and acted accordingly. Alright, that's enough from me. I believe I've more than paid for my fare by now. Oh no, you haven't, not by a long shot. It costs a lot more than that to ride my ship. Leaving the question of whether it's your ship or not aside, I do agree that she's only begun to pay her fare. Oh, come on, Star. Do you have any idea how much Rasputin's secrets would normally cost? The priest never says a word about himself, you know, Star. It wasn't easy to part with them, but since doing so would be his problem more than mine, I figured I could share them with you as a little bonus of sorts. So she's willing to sell out her teammates' skills, but not her own secrets, huh? Talk about a dyed-in-the-wool misanthrope. It's like everything she does is designed to piss others off. I have a feeling we're not going to get anything from her that she's unwilling to give us. For now, I guess I should just be glad I was able to confirm my hypothesis. I wonder just how much Krishtaria knows about this foreign god's identities and objectives. At any rate, I no longer have any interest in what happens to this world. I am, as I say, over it. So, by all means, go ahead and mess with it as much as you like. I'd be especially happy if you can give that shitty monk some much-needed comeuppance.
Do you really think we're done here? We saved you when you were at death's door, and I doubt you're anywhere close to your old strength yet. To put it another way, you have nowhere to run, and your life is in our hands now.
Oh my, does this mean your gentlemanly facade is crumbling? Now that I'm your prisoner, I wonder what you're gonna do to me. Are you gonna bind my limbs and throw me in solitary? Chop me up into tiny pieces like what happened in China?
No, I'm just referring to your promise to temporarily cooperate with us. Though, that's not to say we won't take precautions. I trust there won't be an issue letting her out of here along with Tanner.
I highly doubt it. Not with Rama, Ganesh, and Lakshmi. I'll keeping an eye on her. Once we have our safety measures in place, I believe our most prudent course of action would be to act on this new information. And of course, when the situation calls for it, we would like you to assist us in battle. At the moment, I believe that covers the amount of assistance we expect from you. Well, I can't promise to be too much help in combat, as I don't even have my sprites yet, but I can certainly fight well enough to protect my own life. And if you're treating me as a guest rather than a prisoner, I'll agree the information I shared doesn't cover my fare. So rest assured, I'll be glad to work off the rest. I certainly don't want to be in debt to humans, after all. Well, if nothing else, at least we made it through another cataclysm unscathed. I think we've all earned a little break today, so why don't we kick back and relax while we wait for the outside world to stabilize? If all goes well, maybe we'll even be able to settle everything during the next Yuga cycle. Oh, Da Vinci, always the one looking on the bright side. Huh. Oh. So you're the one I heard on the transmission. I go by Captain right now, though that name has no particular meaning. Not that I have any other more meaningful name to go by right now anyway. Good to meet you, Captain. You don't have to tell me. I know who you are. Do you mean we've met somewhere before? Of course not. What makes you think that? I guess it'd be your scent. My scent, huh? Well, I guess I can understand that more than... I guess I can understand that more than I could if you said my appearance. Anyway, I'm afraid I have a lot of work I need to get back to. You should rest now while you can. I wonder why he's avoiding me. I don't remember wronging him. Although that look in his eyes, was it nervousness, fear? Wait. I think it was guilt. Oh. Huh. Again, I know his name. I have no clue the backstory. So as soon as they say the name, then yeah, that's when I'm definitely going to be getting a look. Oh, things are back. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see the sky. There really is something about seeing it for the first time in a while that appeals even to a diehard shut-in like me. I thought you were the type who never left the room no matter what. Oh, how would I get food or go to the bathroom? Of course I go when I gotta go. Go out, sorry. I always enjoyed the early mornings when I'd have to run down to the convenience store to replenish my snack supplies after fighting a massive raid boss for 3 days straight. That sounds like hell. I hate MMOs. The way you could still see the stars as the first rays of sun started to creep over the horizon was just divine. Well, maybe it was those spiritual morning walks that made Ganesha choose me for his vessel. A 3-day raid boss? What were the devs thinking? That's hilarious. My apologies for the seemingly endless string of similar instructions, but I would like you all to start by returning to Beachu as usual. Let's keep going then. We're back. What a perfectly peaceful little human town. It makes me positively nauseous, Star. So, what's the plan here? You do have a plan to take down that spoiled brat turned god, don't you? We're gonna tear him off his divine throne and bring him down to our level, starting with this town. Now, these people have fought their way through a Kali Yuga. There should be even more of them on our side. Uh-oh, they're all gone, I bet. Once we've convinced this town he wasn't a god worth worshipping, we'll move on to other towns until he's weakened enough that we can defeat him. A god boycott campaign, Okay, I can see the sense in that. At least theoretically. Even though we're in the peaceful Krita Yuga now, something feels off. I feel it too. Does this town seem weirdly quiet to you too? Yeah, for sure. Phew. Hey guys, I'm kind of worried about Asha. Remember she said her dad was injured? Maybe we should go check on her first. Of course, I was just thinking the same thing. I think her house was over in that direction. Let's go see her. Oh, the happy music's gonna be gone real soon. There's her house. Oh, thank goodness it's intact. Why don't we take a peek inside through the window first to see how they're doing? Oh, Ash is there. It looks like they're celebrating something. Oh, he's gone. Oh, I'm so glad we made it through the Krita Yuga to celebrate your 4,000th day of life, Asha. Me too. A lot's happened over the different Yugas. More than I can even remember. I was worried how things were going to go when we first took you in. But you've grown up to be a wonderful little girl. Oh, they've been brainwashed and her dad is gone. But you know what's strange? We've been here since way back. But this house still doesn't feel like our home. Maybe it's just too big for us. I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe it's time we thought about moving. I think there's another house we could live in not too far from here. But we don't have to need to think about that now. Today's your special day and we're going to celebrate. Go ahead and eat anything you want, okay? Okay. Oh, what's wrong, Ash? You don't look very excited. Auntie? Doesn't it feel like we're missing someone important? Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, now look what you made me do. I'm sorry, are you okay? You dropped a dish over a little question? You're such an Ulu. There it is again. It feels like someone else should have said that. It feels strange that nobody's saying it. Yeah, it really feels like there ought to be someone else here with us. What an odd little girl you are. Who could that possibly be? You know it's always been just the three of us. Yeah, I know, but I can't help but feel like I made a promise with someone. Someone who said they'd celebrate with me and patted my head telling me how much I'd grown. Oh no! Am I crying? Well, that's a funny surprise. This is supposed to be a happy day. Oh god. Yo, Mash, you gotta pull yourself together. I'm okay. I'm okay. But Senpai, this is just... Let's get out of here. Right now, I don't think I could even look Asha in the eye and smile. Bro, holy crap. She said his leg was injured. Is that why? A little thing like that? Just like what happened to Vahan. Oh my god, I never even realized the parallels. It was the leg. Oh my god. That's horrible. I don't even have the words for how horrendously horrible this all is. Oh no. Does this mean... Lakshmi, where are you going? Oh my god, this is big rough. They're not here. Are all the people gone? Hey! Oh, hello. Is everything all right? Would you like to come to my house and have a glass of grape juice? Forget about juice. What happened to all the people in the town hall? What do you mean? You know damn well what I mean. I'm talking about the people who came here from Duval. There were dozens of people living here while they tried to find new homes. I'm very sorry, but I truly have no idea what you're talking about. Nobody has ever lived in the town hall. Damn it. You poor thing. I don't know what you're talking about, but I can tell you've been through a lot. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to call on me. Good luck. This is almost like NPC syndrome, right? Like, holy crap. Damn it. Just refusing to obey is a sin now, you false god. A crime so great you throw them away like they're worthless. It seems we were too lax in our assumptions. Given how removed Arjuna is from this world, I assumed he would never bother to personally determine the so-called defectiveness of individual persons' actions, especially since we knew Duval continued to exist across Yugas even after they began fighting back. That sounds right to me if we're just talking about Arjuna himself. I'm sure he would consider changes in the little people's faith as trivial matters beneath his notice, but he has a certain advisor at his ear, one who loves nothing more than snitching. And I can't see that slimy, devious monk not taking the chance to rat these people out. Yes, I recall you mentioned him on the boner as well. It sounds as though you and he are on extremely poor terms. Oh yes, he's a wonderfully shitty monk star. As for who he is, well, you'll find that out when you meet him yourselves. So it's his fault these people disappeared? No. It might be mine. Lakshmi? It might be because I helped them, because I lit a fire under them, because I drew the false god's attention to them. Maybe I'm the reason they were eliminated. They might have been erased as though they had never existed because they got caught in my cloud of bad luck. Lakshmi? No, that is not my name. I've been lying to you this whole time. What? Everything that's gone wrong is my fault. I knew I should have stuck to fighting on my own. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. The god that resides within me is not Lakshmi.
What was that?
Me, the goddess of happiness and prosperity? What a joke. I'm the exact opposite. I bring adversity and tragedy wherever I go. I'm the embodiment of things everyone should avoid and despise. The real name of the goddesses within me is Alakshmi, Lakshmi's older sister, the goddess of bad luck and misfortune. Dang. Well, that explains her getting hit on the horse then. Strengthened by the erasure of those who rebelled against God. So it keeps going up and down, huh? Wow, there's a lot of all story. We're not gonna have a single bit of gameplay. And that's fine. Because there's a lot. It's true. Those two sister gods are more alike than shrimp and prawns. A Lakshmi. That's the goddess of misfortune, Lakshmi's direct opposite. You're saying that's who you really are? She's still a source of power lacking in consciousness, as I told you before, but yes, that is who I really am. So that's why I was never quite able to sense my beloved Sita's Lakshmi inside you. Part of it is because she's only a source of power now, and part of it is because they are sisters. No wonder I never got more than a vague impression of the divinity inside you. Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Lakshmi's request was simple. She conveyed to me that she wanted to help her sister trapped within the false god. Okay, so what's the problem? That's one of our goals too. But who would ever want to join forces with the embodiment of bad luck and misfortune? I've been using you for my own ends all this time. Okay, I was expecting something a lot worse. Like, for real. I feel like out of all the things that this could have been, this is like the least concerning thing. I thought you would all refuse to help me if I was honest about my identity. And that would make it harder to achieve my goal of defeating the false god and rescuing Lakshmi. Some leader I am. I'm just a foolish woman, steeped in lies and deception. Now these people were erased without a trace, and all your hopes are dashed too, and it's all my fault. Nah, you're wrong there. It's absolutely not your fault. There is someone who we can point to, and that is their fart? Fault. Woohoo! I understand that you're really a Lakshmi, but you're wrong about the rest. Senpai and Pepe are right. You didn't erase Ajay or the people of Duval. Arjuna did. You can't blame yourself for this. Indeed, are you going to insist that every last bit of bad luck we've had was actually your fault? Because even for a goddess of misfortune, that would be going a bridge too far, Lakshmi. What? We're fighting for the fate of this entire world. Your luck can't possibly affect that, no matter how bad it may be. It is our skill and responsibility alone that will determine the outcome of our fight, just as it always has before. So the only laments I'll allow from you are your clumsiness and the way you constantly stub your toe and squirm in agony. If you thought we hadn't noticed, you were gravely mistaken. Foo! Foo 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 foo! So, if you're finally done playing guessing games where the answers were obvious, it's about time we started planning our next course of action, no? Agreed. Truth be told, I'd already formulated a hypothesis to whom Lakshmi's true divinity might be. Lest we forget, the power she demonstrated during our first battle with William Tell was clearly nothing that a goddess of fortune would possess. Yep. Oh yes, that reminds me. I don't sense value everywhere, so it seems Mr. Tell never did make it to this Yuga, did he? Though I can't say I'm surprised given the resistance he put up at the end. I'm considering that a highly probable possibility as well. For some reason, that word threw me off. Given how bravely he fought last we saw him, I'm not sure if I should regret that we were unable to have him join us. I'll be glad that at least a bit more of Arjuna's power is now gone. Okay, in light of all that's happened, we need to figure out a new plan, starting with where our old one went wrong. It's obvious now that we were severely underestimating the extent of Arjuna's abilities to erase things he considers defective whenever he remakes the world. Hard as it might be to believe, we now know he can get rid of entire communities if he wants to. Maybe he came up with a way to simplify it, like assuming anyone who takes arms against the Kali is defective. But either way, now that we know he's capable of mass removals like this, we should probably assume that the more people stand out, the more likely they are to be erased. So what you're saying is, our plan to turn more people against him and drag him down from his godly throne isn't looking too goodly anymore. Mash? So we're just gonna accept this is how things are here? No. Absolutely not, Master. Yeah, you better believe it. I don't care if this world's god is the one behind it. No one should have to live in a world where they could be erased like this. Woo! Let's figure out our next plan. I couldn't agree more, Master. We may be back to square one again, but so what? As for you, Queen who has slightly worse luck than most people, I have no desire for you to wander about in sackcloth and ashes being so terribly morose. Who is going to benefit from your doing such a thing? It is an entirely pointless endeavor. Now that we know our old plan won't work, we need your help more than ever in coming up with the next one. Will you help us? Will you continue to fight beside us, just as you have till now? I second everything Rama said. Let's just say you're not the first complicated goddess we had on our team. True. You truly are an odd one, aren't you? A little bit. You could say that. We're kind of weird. We're kind of quirky. Alright, now that we've reaffirmed our intent to continue onwards, I'd like to begin discussing specifics. Does anyone have any information that would give us a good place to start? I'll get right to the point. I can think of one thing. Oh, what's that? Svadaman. There's something wrong with him. Yes, I think we all saw that for ourselves, Rami darling. Care to be a little more detailed? I'm afraid it's more difficult to explain. All I can say is, when we ran into him during the last Yuga, it felt like there was something fundamentally different about him compared to the other Lokapala. At least one of you has an eye for detail. Disposing of Svadaman is something I totally endorse, especially as I have my own grievances with him. I would like nothing more than for all of you to beat him within an inch of his life heart. But we still don't know how to deal with his regenerative powers. Fighting him was like fighting an immortal. Exactly. He's immortal. That's why he has no choice but to do what Arjuna says. What do you mean by that? Oopsie, now I've gotten said too much. Let's just go ahead and zip these lips back up. Anyway, I do think it's worth a shot. If you like, I could even tell you where he is right now.
Hold it, I appreciate that proposal, but I don't trust it. Corian Sky can only be trusted to lead us into a trap.
What? And here I made that proposal with the very purest of intentions. I guess this means you still haven't forgiven me after all, Your Excellency.
Why in the world would I forgive you when you haven't shown the slightest sign of repentance? Did that sorry do something to your brain, beautiful?
Just kidding, Star. Alright then, I'll go back and give you the data you'd need to track his vitamin down. Just to be sure of the results, why not conduct the search yourselves?
True, that would be safer. It'll mean we'll need to walk around ourselves to pick up his signal.
That's just the trade-off we'll have to make for security. Even if it takes a little longer, it's a lot better than walking into a trap completely defenseless. Alright, now that our next goal's decided, let's go find this vitamin and take him out quickly. Don't worry, once we find him, just let me handle everything. I think I know what's going on with him now, so the next time we meet, I'll see if I'm right. Dang, you got a plan, dude. That's good. I sure don't. I sure don't. Alright. The Northern Sacred Mountain. I'll spot him in. Yeah, we can do this. It's only 2 missions. Sounds good. And it's Archer, so let's go with you would do extra damage on him. And we need our kill Archer. I love the fact I can tap a button and immediately turn off if I'm starting to sneeze. It's very important. Yeah, this team will work great. We got this. Because if I'm going to sneeze, I'm going to sneeze. So I can press a button and not sneeze, and that's great. Okay. Oh, wow. We're walking for a bit, huh? Wow, we're walking for a bit, huh? Oh, goodness. 4 days, huh? Okay. It's already gone. There you are, silly Billy. That's my line. What's this? Well, what do you know? I can't believe the quarry that got away from me came back of her own accord. I'm so happy it's actually pissing me off. I appreciate you reacting exactly how I thought you would. You must have known the Chaldeans were hot on your tail, yet you couldn't ignore my aura and couldn't resist waiting around for me to show up. I'm so glad you're as simple-minded as you look. Now, let's get to our grudge match, shall we? Oh, but do be warned, you'll be facing Tann and his team this time around, and they're very tough cookies. You see, they do this ungodly annoying thing where they get stronger and stronger each time they do battle. Huh, I can never tell whose side you were really on, woman. Let me ask you this, Svadamin. Would you be willing to tell us your whole story? What was that? I am a generous king, and I can tell what others are truly thinking. I promise I will neither laugh at you nor look down on you. What do you say?
God, every one of you just make me so friggin' furious! I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you doing, Rami? I thought you said you could handle him.
I thought I could, but it seems his problem is not as easily solved with words as I had hoped. Yeah, what was your plan? Talk to Angry Man? We'll just have to pin him down and have him cool off more naturally. So we're gonna have to fight him after all. I will help you, but what I said before still holds true. Do not rely on me too much. Yeah, 'cause you're a saber. Duh. There's no telling when my poor luck could result in a fatal error. But you can control it at least a little, right? Like you did when you got all Tel's arrows to hit you. A little, yes, but there are some areas that are still out of my control. Not to mention that the recoil from that time is probably... Huh? Oh, Svadamin, you really are an awkward boy, aren't you? You mean like the opposite of how you strut around in those fancy clothes of yours, ex-master? Well, I'm certainly less awkward than you. I keep my life nice and simple by doing whatever it takes to stay alive. Of course, that still leaves the question of what I want to do with my life once I keep it. It's not easy being human, you know. We always want more. I guess you really must be adroit? Sorry. All right, second time, opening up the dictionary. What is adroit?
Adroit.
Clever or skillful in using the hands or mind. What the frick? Guess you must be adroit if you can say that sort of thing with a smile. Maybe I am kind of awkward by comparison. All I've got going for me is my anger, so it's only natural that anger would become my entire life. Living my life makes me angry, and my anger gives me a reason to live. Yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense. This guy is literally YouTube commentator for, like, drama. Just like I know that the moment my anger dies out, it won't be me anymore. So as long as I'm still kicking, I've got no choice but to keep my fury burning. To keep my burning my whole damn life. Okay. You sound very angry. So let's hit you. Let's hit you a bunch of times. Calm you down. I don't think he's going to calm down. I think he's literally only going to get angrier. But if we get him to be angry at Arjuna, that might be pretty damn good. Alright. -3. Okay, hey, you popped it on the good one. Hey, look at you. Good. Let's start with you. And let's go 1, 2, 3. Get big meter. Alright. Ooh, those crits. Ooh, those crits. Oh, boy. Oh, that's not good. Oh, dang. That's really not good, huh? Okay. Let's go 1. No, let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright. Good big crits. Good stuff. Okay. Alright. Hey, big evades. How many evades did you give? Is it 3? 1 turn for 2 left? Hot dang. That's not bad at all. Alright, hit some of these. Alright. 30. Buster up, bonus effect. Defense down. Ooh, that's gonna hurt with the repeated hits. Okay, let's hit you with this first. Great. Let's hit you with this instead. Great! Awesome! Do you have any that give you your meter? Strength up. Noble Phantasm strength down. Oh. Well, that might be good to give to you. Why are you so immune? Why are you so immune, dude? Alright. Yeah, let's try and get some of this going. Okay. Alright. And, this gives you C-Star Gather Rate, Crit Strength, and HP Restore. That might be good, honestly. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Just do as much as you can here. Okay. Oh boy! My plan isn't going great! And it's the one I specifically did not want you to hit. That's really bad! God, this is not going too hot, huh? Okay. Let's try and get Jean's super ready, just so that we can, like, defend against him for some upcoming turns. Okay, if she gets hit once, she'll get it. Quick up, bonus with quicks. Oh, it increases his... Oh, no! That's not good. Okay, so we can do a full combo with you. Do that. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we'll get a big butt ton of stars. Hey, if we can charm... No, I think he's uncharmable. I think people literally said that he is immune to charm because he's so mad. Yeah, he's actually immune to it because that's how angry he is. Alright. Buster. Oh man, he's combining these effects. Okay, we got that. We're gonna hold that up till he does a super though. So instead, let's go... Pop this. Arts up, C-Star Gather. Yep. Hit that. Crit up. Very good. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're gonna break the gauge. Hopefully he doesn't get meter. Don't get a meter. Don't get a meter. Don't get charge. Ignore defense. That's not good. That's real bad. Oh boy. Hopefully they go for you. Okay. Time to do your best. Are you entirely debuff immune? I think he is. So are you, apparently. Okay. Do your best. Oh boy, there's a lot of attack ups on you, though. Those are some good numbers. And we remove the buffs. Nice. Yo, Kagetora going in. Okay, go for Kagetora, because we got rid of the ignore defense. Dang it. Alright, well. Hey, we might actually get this. Because we could go... We could do this, and we'll get meter for next turn. Oh my god. Look at her go. Kagetora kind of based. If she survives, we got this. Crit miss. Nice. We got this. Holy crap. She do it. 1. And let's do these just to wrap around just in case. I don't think we'll need to, but I think we got this. We got real unlucky at the start, but we came around on this battle. Yo, she did it. Nice Jorb! Nice. You love to see it. Oh, we gotta battle him again, huh? You know what? Let's go with the Skyhawk, and let's go, because I like that idea. Just didn't work out great. So instead of you, let's get some Merlin healing going on, honestly, right? I think that might be better. I think that might be smarter, but otherwise, yeah, this worked out pretty good, actually. So let's see here. And you know what? Instead of this, let's do... Because, well, Gander was quite good, right? No, Gander was useful, actually. Because then I could just be like, stop that. Stop that. Quiet, you. Let's give this a shot. We did it, but... Yeah, he's getting up. Damn it, I knew he was just going to heal himself again. Is he seriously immortal or something? Is that all you've got? I can keep this up. Is it just me, or is there something else mixed in there? It's not just the pain of regeneration. It seems as though there's something deeper eating away at him. I knew it. It's just as I thought, Svadamin. You're cursed, aren't you? Did you just say cursed, like the status ailment? That's right. Of course, there are many different kinds of curses, but for this, I believe I know it is at work. Even as we speak, this curse is tormenting us, Svadamin. Or rather, his servant's spirit origin relentlessly. This curse must be so powerful that not even a great warrior like him can remove it. I expect it is directly rooted in his destiny. A curse so deeply tied to his heroics that it is inevitable he would fall prey to it. Oh man, I know what it is. That's Krishna's curse, isn't it? Ugh. Hi, what's Chris? Oh, let's ask the captain. It's something that happened towards the end of the Great War depicted in the Mahabharata. Svadaman was overcome with anger at his father's murder, and in a cowardly act of retribution he snuck into the enemy camp and killed them all in their sleep. Afterwards he fired an arrow to the stomach of a pregnant mother of what would have been the last child of the Kuru. But Krishna protected the baby and placed a dreadful curse upon Svatiman's head in retaliation. One interpretation says that the curse would last for 3,000 years, during which he would be forced to endure all manner of pain and suffering. I would definitely have noticed if he had been cursed like this when I first summoned him. So Arjuna must have put the curse on him after he stole my master contract from me. It would be well within his power, since he also possesses Krishna's divinity. Now it all adds up. Svatiman, your immortality comes from being born with Yama and Shiva's power, and the curse you're dealing with now is too strong for you to remove on your own. So you're trapped in a prison of endless suffering, and death offers no escape. Wow. And does that mean you have to do what Arjuna says so that he won't undo the curse? That is pretty rough. Shut up. At the very least, I can imagine that curse going away when Arjuna finally has a so-called perfect world. Though either way, I guess it doesn't leave you much choice but to cooperate with him.
Shut up! I'm so goddamn pissed I can't stand it. I'm mad at myself for being a slave to my anger, for getting myself cursed. I'm mad at how goddamn weak I am, so weak I have to obey Arjuna, my mortal goddamn enemy, just to escape this endless pain. All I can do now is just keep getting angrier and angrier.
Yo, okay. Svatiman is getting madder than we've ever seen him. Be careful, Master. Yeah, my man just went... He popped the Power Stone. He literally popped the Power Stone like Rogue in Power Stone. Capcom, where's that Power Stone remake you leaked? Or had leaked? I want to play Power Stone. Yo, that's cool. Okay. Defense down? Well, at least we got something on him, am I right? Let's start with an attack up. We actually have like a full dang combo, so like let's get that going pretty soon here. Just do as much as you can with that. Nice, nice. Oh, that damage. Thank you, that's what I wanted. Ooh, that hurts. But he's losing his HP and his attack. That's good. That's really good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have you... Because if he's gonna lose HP each turn, then let's start with using this to hopefully continue just getting through. Let's go 1, 2, 3 to do as much as we can. Right? Because I don't want to waste... I'm gonna use the super on the next turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because now it's HP loss and now defense down. Yes, good. Good, good, good. So you know what? Let's get that on you. We don't need to do anything else, really. So let's go... You know what? Time for you to be a big girl. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hit those big hits. Ooh, mashy. Ooh, boy. Jeez, Mash, nice one. Angry shout. Okay, attack down. Buster up. Good. Ooh, that hurt. It's fine though, because now this is where we can go. Pop this on you, right? And we can go 1, 2, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mostly wanted the little heal there. Oh shoot, this is gonna... Well, this might not stun if he's debuffing him. It's stunned, so then we wasted our invincible. Dang it. Well, that's fine, because we broke him to the next thing anyways. Dang, that damage. Holy crap. Attack up Noble Phantasm straight the curse. Okay. Yeah, this is not exactly what I wanted. Hopefully you go for you. Right? Oh shoot, because I forgot I have the thing. Is that one turn? That's one turn, okay. That's fine. Because we'll go 1, 2, 3. Because we just need her to survive mostly. He rips through him. disgustingly.
戦士の誓いはとうに消え我らは脱落した失踪するがいいその着
That's fine. That's fine.
ごめんなさい。
That's also fine. The important thing is you're still alive. Good. Okay. Alright, so let's now... Perfect, full combo, right? Let's go stun. Then that's a guaranteed stun. Let's do... Yeah, you can't use that. This is for everyone. Let's pop this. And let's go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you get enough. I doubt you will. Woo, boy. Those hits. Oh my goodness. That's the best scat I've ever seen. Holy crap. Nice stuff. I was really worried that this part would have no matches, but they ended up all being good. Okay. I don't know anything about this crypt or stuff, but whatever they are, that one was still my master. Once he ordered me to leave Arjuna alone, I was able to hold back my urge to kill him. But once my master was no longer my master, once Arjuna slapped that curse on me like he was putting a collar on a stray dog, and then told me he was my new master, there was no way in hell I was going to take that. I tried to kill him immediately after he cursed me. I tried to kill him in the span of a single breath, in the blink of a goddamn eye. But it did nothing. His incredible divine power stopped me, killed me, and brought me back to life. The curse that ate away at my body, so I attacked him again. Over and over, I was stopped, killed, revived, and cursed. Stopped, killed, revived, cursed. Every single time he stopped me, I got angrier. Every time he killed me, I saw red. Every time he revived me, my fury grew. Every time he cursed me, I became still further enraged. How can one man be so angry? He is the concept of rage embodied. Was I just buying time? No way. I wasn't nearly calm enough to think about drawing Arjuna's attention long enough to let my old master escape. Well, I guess it ended up working out that way. It was all just desperate fury, all simply in vain, until my spirit finally broke. Contorting bowels, rage, hell. Every agony in the world, tearing myself apart, decimation of the ego, a single instant, drool, flickering consciousness. Purple, red, green, black, lost vocal cords, spirit origin, violation, existing then not, then existing again, poisonous thoughts, defeat, pain, chills, hives, agony, fire, all on top of one another. A terrible curse. Yo, this sounds the worst. How can I make this damn curse go away? What do I have to do to be free of it? If helping that damn god get all the world he wants is the only way for me to escape this damn curse, if this law, far more merciful than death, is the only way to go, then I will be rage. The moment I stop being angry is the moment I stop being me. So I decided I was going to stay angry all the damn time. Once I knew I couldn't kill that god beyond gods like this no matter how angry I got, I instead chose to burn my own damn weakness with the fires of my rage until the very end. It was humiliating for me, along with idiotic, immature, and inferior. But even so, thanks to that, I knew I'd be able to stay angry until my last breath. I might have lost the bond with my true master and been forced to submit to my most hated enemy. But at least in this, I still had my pride. This way, I would at least be able to remain myself right up until this defective evil world disappeared. Then I'll be able to hit that smug, all-knowing, all-powerful god with one last shot. I'll show him that even with his perfect little plan to recreate as he sees fit, and then the only one that he deems essential, he still couldn't stop me from being me. My man is so angry. That way, right when everything's about to end, I'll get to laugh in his stupid face. You really are an odd bird, aren't you? You actually chose to keep losing to Arjuna and his curse so you can continue to be yourself. Exactly, and thanks to that, he's done for, since there's no possible way to save him. Yes, I'm sure there isn't.
This goddamn pisses me off. What are you gonna do now?
You gonna tear me to shreds with that sword of evil's bane? The Master Sword? What? Come on, sounds great. Do it. Come on, do it! Even if I did tear you to shreds, your body would simply regenerate. I suspect it's your connection to Arjuna's nigh infinite supply of magical energy that forces it to do so. Then, once your body is cursed again, it is subjected to endless torment for all of eternity. But fortunately for you, I know of a way to do something about that curse. What'd you just say? Ah, Rama, attaboy! Hey, you were supposed to gaze at me in awe admiration there. What are you... Don't you pat my head, I'm a king! I deserve far more respect than that. Yeah, sorry, your massive hips kind of made me forget. I don't know if you've seen the art of Rama's hips. I need to bring it up. Why are they so big? Why are they so big? Where is it? I need to find it. Because it's like, yeah, okay, I found it. Why are his hips so big? Like, that's impossible. Don't ask why I have that picture. Just post it to our Discord. Don't worry. You and your damn nonsense are pissing me off. What the hell can you even do about this curse? This. Oh, are you taking it on? Oh. Oh my god. This is quite something, isn't it? Whoa, what did you just do? Don't tell me you. Huh? Krishna and I are both avatars of Vishnu, basically beings of the same nature. So if your curse comes from Krishna's power, I should be more than capable of affecting it. While I can't completely destroy it, of course, I can at least transfer it from your body to mine. Oh, ow. I am an invincible king. I'm not about to complain about the pain from a little curse like this. If you thought you just heard otherwise, then I suggest you have your ears checked. Yo, okay, this chapter really makes me appreciate Rama a lot. You're out of your mind. I can't stand that sort of simpering, self-sacrificing nonsense. If you subject me to any more of this, I'm going to start demanding compensation. Alright, Miss Hate Stevem Universe, we get it. We've seen your Twitter. Whoa, what the hell? Are you stupid or something? Damn it, this pisses me off. I'm still just as angry as ever. I don't have to worry about being held hostage to my damn curse anymore. There's nothing holding me back. Arjuna was always my mortal enemy, even before he made himself into some kind of god. There's no way in hell I'm not going to revolt against him. But what's the damn point of me being free of my curse if you just end up cursed in my place? All you're doing is gaining one guy and losing another. It's simple math, damn it. Oh, you frickin' pissed me off. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I've thought of that. As an avatar of Vishnu, Krishna's curse shouldn't affect me as much as it affected you. Let's say it brings me down to half my normal strength. But in exchange for that strength, we get Svadaman, the hero of the Kauravas. A man who is not only an exceptionally skilled warrior, but a tactician clever enough to serve as commander-in-chief. That is to say, you have a servant who can fulfill more than one role. So while I may have lost half a warrior, we effectively gained 2 to make up for it. That's a net gain of 1.5 warriors. He's stalking over to me now. You. This guy's your servant, right? Does that mean I should get angry at you? Go easy on me, please. At any rate, can I please ask you something just to be sure, Svadaman? Now that you're not cursed anymore, you no longer have a reason to obey Arjuna. So does that mean you're willing to help us out now? What'd you go and ask that for? When it reminded me of how completely pathetic I've been. Oh, he was blushing. I never expected Rama to take on the curse himself, but the benefits of this trade-off may well outweigh the drawbacks. Having Arjuna's last Lokapala come over to our side would be quite the boon indeed. Foo! Was that look supposed to be an ex-master? If you want to laugh at me, go ahead. Give me another reason to be angry. Oh, it's not that. I was just thinking how you really are, just how you appear through my Tashintsu. You wear your heart on your sleeve, so to speak. So that thing rooted deep inside you is anger. That's what drove you to the Pandavas in the middle of the night. Hey, I just have to ask, haven't you ever wished you could just let all your anger go? Why? It's the whole reason I ended up like this. Yeah, I know my anger's what I ended up getting cursed by Krishna while I was alive. But you might eventually be able to let go of it if you stay with Arjuna, right? I doubt he'd want any defective emotions in his perfect world after all. Now I get it. You think I regret giving up that chance to get rid of this anger, don't you? Don't be an idiot. Why the hell would I ever regret that? It's true, Da Vinci, you've got it backwards. Anger is everything to him right now. In fact, I think he made sure his anger would be the one part of him to stick around by constantly proving that it was useful to him with it. They were only a master and servant for a short time, but they're absolutely nothing alike. And yet, in spite of that, Pepe and his Svadaman really seem to click. Maybe this is what they call chemistry? Yeah, right now anger and me are one and the same. It was the one way I had to avenge my father and friend's humiliation. If we were back in Yugakshetra when the war was still going on, and they'd been humiliated again, I'd do the same damn thing without hesitating, every time. I'd have used my anger as a weapon to avenge my father and friend, even though I end up cursed every damn time. Got it, I knew you were awkward and simple-minded, but I also know that's why I can trust you. Okay then, why don't we find somewhere we can relax and figure out a next course of action? You're a tactician too, right? Can't wait to see what you come up with. Alright, let's... Ugh. You look like an old man who just threw out his back. I'm fine, you hear me? My body just hasn't adjusted to this curse yet. Just give me a moment. I'll be up in about no time. You know, we don't have time to wait around. Guess I'll just have to give you a piggyback ride. Alright, this is degrading, but I do get the feeling I've had something similar happen to me before. Perhaps it is just part of destiny to suffer piggyback rides now and then. We're really getting the crying sprite for a punchline? Are you for real? Well, hey! Looks like we got ourselves a diggity-dang Lokapala. That didn't die. We got one on our side, but he died. Weakened by the rebellion of Lokapala Asvadaman. Outer field. Alright, guys. Oh, yeah. We have a lot to do. Alright, guys. We'll see you next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order, where we head on to the Section 17, the flaw of being there. Right? What could that mean? We'll have to see. And when are we going to do anything about the damn Sky Cube? We'll see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Ciao.